Have you ever wondered what happens when humans disturb the dead, especially a pharaoh? In 1922, deep in Egypt's Valley of the Kings, archaeologist Howard Carter uncovered something the world thought was impossible: an almost untouched royal tomb, sealed for over 3,000 years. It belonged to Tutankhamun, a boy king who ruled Egypt for just 9 years before dying mysteriously at the age of 19. The discovery shocked the world. Gold everywhere, sacred artifacts, chariots, thrones, and most haunting of all, Tutankhamun's solid gold funerary mask, staring back with calm, eternal eyes. But from the moment the tomb was opened, something felt wrong. Just weeks later, Lord Carnarvon, the man who financed the excavation, suddenly fell ill. A simple mosquito bite became infected. He developed blood poisoning and died in Cairo. At the exact moment of his death, the city's lights reportedly went out. Back in England, his dog began howling and dropped dead. The newspapers exploded with one terrifying phrase: "The curse of the pharaoh." Soon, more deaths followed. George J. Gould, a wealthy visitor to the tomb, fell sick and died shortly after returning home. Arthur Mace, part of Carter's team, collapsed mysteriously. Radiologist Archibald Reed, who x-rayed Tut's mummy, died soon after. Over the next decade, more than a dozen people connected to the tomb died under strange circumstances. Coincidence or punishment? Ancient Egyptians believed the body and soul were deeply connected, even after death. If a tomb was disturbed, the soul, the Ka, could become restless and vengeful. Tombs were protected not just by traps, but by magic, spells, and curses meant to last forever. Some inscriptions warned that death would come on swift wings to anyone who disturbed the king's peace. Visitors described an eerie silence inside the tomb. Others claimed the air felt heavy, as if it hadn't moved in thousands of years. Carter himself later admitted the experience unsettled him more than he expected. But here's where things get even stranger. Howard Carter, the man who actually opened the tomb, lived for 17 more years. No curse touched him, so why did some die and others survive? Modern scientists believe the tomb may have contained deadly mold, spores, and bacteria, trapped for millennia. When released, these invisible killers could cause sudden respiratory failure or infections, especially in people with weaker immune systems. But that explanation doesn't satisfy everyone, because Tutankhamun himself is a mystery. Modern scans reveal the boy king may have suffered from malaria, bone disease, and genetic disorders caused by royal inbreeding. Some experts believe he was murdered. Others think his body was damaged during burial rituals. Even in death, Tut refuses to give clear answers. And then there's the mask. Tutankhamun's golden mask was believed to protect the king's soul in the afterlife. Its inscriptions call upon gods to destroy anyone who threatens him. To the ancient Egyptians, this wasn't symbolism, it was law. Even today, artifacts from the tomb are handled with extreme care. Some museum staff quietly admit they feel uneasy working near them. Rational or not, the legend refuses to die. So, was the curse real? Maybe it wasn't magic. Maybe it wasn't science. Or maybe it was something in between. A warning from a civilization that believed death was only the beginning. 3,000 years later, King Tut is still one of the most powerful rulers on earth. Not because of how he lived, but because of how fiercely he guards his rest. And the real question is, would you dare to enter his tomb? For more ancient mysteries, forbidden history, and stories that refuse to stay buried, like and subscribe to the Everything Box.